What's going on, people in YouTube land? Kimchi Chris here, and welcome to my brand new video here today as part of Birthday Destruction Week 2017. Now, if you aren't sure what that is, or you're watching this way after the fact, maybe it's not important now, but what that is November 13th through 19th, 2017, I'm uploading at least one new video a day to celebrate my birthday by giving you guys presents, and my birthday is on November 18th, so we're somewhere in the middle of it right now, just as of the recording of this video, and for this video, I want to talk about something that, if you're involved in the KISS circles online, you know what it is. You clicked on the title, so you're at least interested in the subject matter, and we're just going to dive into it. What it is that I think that Bruce Kulick and his amazing brother, Bob Kulick, should tour in 2018. That's right, if you're involved in the KISS community, or you just kind of keep up with KISS stuff a little, you know that the KISS Cruise 2017 just happened, and the theme this year was KISS World. It's a KISS world, and we're just living in it. We've heard Gene say that before, and in many of our lives, that's kind of true, because we know how we are as KISS fans. We're a little bit ridiculous, but as a result, they had a lot of people related to KISStory and all facets of it, and as a result, Bruce and Bob Kulick were both guests on there. Now, Bruce Kulick, if you're a KISS fan, needs no real introduction, but if you just kind of clicked on this out of the blue, he was the guitarist for a good bulk of the later part of the 80s as well as up to the mid-90s. He was in there over a decade and was there all the way till Ace came back, and then weirdly enough didn't get the invite back when Ace left again, but Bruce Kulick is generally thought of pretty well in KISS circles. He made his recording debut on Asylum and finally stepped into his own a couple years down the line, especially once we got to like Revenge and what have you. And his brother Bob Kulick, on the other hand, has always been kind of a ghost player, kind of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy, recording on all kinds of stuff like the studio tracks on Alive 2 as well as Paul's solo record, and even touring with Paul's solo tour in '89. So these guys, they're very involved in the KISS world still to this day. I mean, you can't be part of the KISS world and then just step out of it. It's just not possible. So these guys were guests on the cruise just a little bit ago as of the recording of this video, and they played a set. They played a set there. They got a singer. They had Brent Fitz do drums, who was in union with Bruce, as well as Gene's current solo band a lot of the time. And as a result, they played a lot of cool stuff that KISS never plays. Let's just look at the set list. Let's just look at this set list and check out what it was that they played, because it was awesome. And there's a lot of videos, you can go check those out all over the YouTubes, all over the internet, all over the Google, whatever. So they opened with All American Man. That's awesome, and can only imagine if I was there and they played those riffs, I just would be like, oh my god, what are they about to play next? What are they about to play next? Because that's something you don't really hear KISS play. As far as I know, they've only played it live, at least electric, like once. A couple years back, they had kind of a voting thing on the KISS Online of what, you know, unheard of song do you want them to play, and that won, but the performance was just kind of, but this one looks pretty great from the video. So they played All American Man, they went straight into Hide Your Heart. That's pretty great. That's not too uncommon to hear KISS play, but hearing Bruce play it had to be great. And then they knocked it out of the park with Wouldn't You Like to Know Me, one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Paul solo songs from the '78 solo record. I love that song. It's just pure power pop rock and roll genius. Great song. Sounds awesome if you watch the video. Then they went into Domino, which Gene has been playing a little bit on a solo tour, but still fairly rare song to hear in 2017. And after that, Larger Than Life, another, you know, Alive 2 studio track that Bob was on, and oh, that's awesome. That's just so great to give that song a little bit of attention there. After that, they went into Tears Are Falling. So they had to do a couple of the hits, so to speak, and of course Bruce was on that one, so it works really well. Then they went into Nowhere to Run, another Bob Kulick, you know, masterpiece, so to speak there, and something, again, that the band doesn't even really touch on the cruises, so pretty great to see that in there. Then they went into Tough Love, a Revenge track that, if you ask me, has never gotten quite enough love, because it's an amazing song. That guitar riff, that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, just, oh, it's great, just so awesome to see them play that. Then they did Tonight You Belong to Me. That might have been a better opener, if you ask me, than Somewhere Later in the Sex. I've always thought that was a good opener, but great song. Great to hear some more Paul solo tracks there. And after that, they went into Who Wants to Be Lonely, and you know, not my favorite KISS song of all time, but hearing it live had to be awesome because you just don't see the band play it too much, so pretty cool there. They followed that up with Crazy, Crazy, Crazy Nights, and that had to be great to hear live. And then you have Turn On the Night, which KISS hasn't touched at all in a very long time, and I've always thought that was one of the more underrated tracks on the Crazy Nights record. So hearing that's awesome. The video of it, they kill it. They absolutely kill it, just like all these tracks. And then they fittingly end the set with Goodbye off of the Paul solo record, and that's just such a great track to end a set with. I mean, it says it in the title, and there you have it. That's what they played, and what a great set list from two guys that just sound amazing. And I just started playing something here on my phone. Oh yeah, I started playing a clip from it. That's what that was, but that's not what this is about. So that's the set list they played, and that's what, you know, ideally they would play something like that on tour if they did go on tour together. I don't know any KISS fan that wouldn't think that was amazing. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. There's not really a market, you think, for a full-scale tour for something like this, because this is exclusively targeted at hardcore KISS fans. This isn't even really targeted at casuals, just hardcore KISS fans. And I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I agree with you 127%. So I think if they did this as more of a limited tour, you know, maybe like, I don't know, 10 dates kind of scattered around, you know, hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, maybe 20 dates, I think this could be cool, and I think they could make a profit, or at the very least break even and make a little bit off of merch. I don't know, but I think this would be an amazing thing for the fans. Myself, I would travel for this show. It would be so cool to see, and I just think it would be great altogether. I mean, a lot of people are saying this was the highlight of the whole cruise. A lot of people are saying they enjoyed this more than KISS's shows, and it's the KISS Cruise. You know, when you're enjoying something that's kind of more the side act of the weekend than the main course, that says something about it. And you know what? These videos, I can't say that I completely disagree. I mean, it looked like it was phenomenal and really fun. I mean, the audience was singing along to every word, and it just looks like an amazing time. So I would love to see this tour happen in 2018. Now, the way they would make it profitable is if they did, like I said, keep it limited. Keep it limited on dates. Don't do a 50-date tour. You're not going to make money doing that. Or if they got on support for something that was similar. I mean, obviously, a KISS fan's wet dream would have this be the opening act for like a KISS tour or something, but I don't know that I see that happening now. I know that KISS has offered opening spots to Ace before, and he's turned them down, so I mean, there's a possibility on that, but I do feel they maybe would have to put out a record for that to be a possibility, and that would be something else that would help with this. If they put out a record, just like a live record or just a quick recording of some of these songs or something, that would be amazing. Even if it's a DVD, I don't know, something to give people a representation of what they're dealing with would be great. So if they jumped in either a bigger tour or did this as a very limited scale, and especially if they sold like meet and greets at a somewhat affordable price, but definitely a little more than the ticket price, I think they would do pretty well. I mean, getting a picture with Bob and Bruce together, that'd be great. That would be amazing. And you know, they are guitarists. They could sell like limited edition guitars. They do all kinds of merch. I mean, KISS fans buy merch. You know this, I know this, we know this. As KISS fans, we'll buy anything if they slap their name on it. Same with Bruce, and Bruce has been cool about releasing cool stuff through the years, so I think he would put out some good merch, and I think their merch game, their meet and greet game would be on point, because they wouldn't be playing big venues. I feel on this tour, even with it being limited engagement, they would be doing like 500-600 seaters, maybe 1,000 seaters in some bigger places, New York and what have you, but with all that being said, I think this would be a dream for the fans. I think this would be a dream come true after what they did on the cruise, and they could even make the set list a little longer, maybe do like, instead of 13 songs, do like 20 of them, because there's more material there to play with, especially on the Bruce side of things. And I don't know, I would absolutely, positively love to see this tour happen in 2018. Now here's the real question, do I see it happening? I don't know. I don't know. I could see a couple one-offs because this did go well, and I'm sure they're thinking, you know, like, hey, this went a little better than we expected, but I don't know if I see it as a tour, honestly. Now, I would love to see it as one, but I just don't know if I see it really happening. So, I don't know. That's where I am. I'm somewhere in the middle if this would even be a possibility. I think they could do this overseas, though, weirdly enough, because Bruce has always done really well in like Australia, New Zealand, things like that, doing the guitar clinics. Union did well there, and KISS in general is big business in other countries. Even though it's still okay in America, it's bigger over there, it seems like. So that's kind of where I fall. You know, maybe this would be good for an international market and not as good for a local one, but maybe very limited on the local one. You know, like I said, 10 dates across America, different locations, hot spots, probably make some okay money, and then go overseas. And you know, you could probably even jump on some festivals overseas and things like that. So I don't know, I'm kind of just rambling. I didn't really think this video out too much. I just really wanted to speak my opinion on how cool this had to be to see it, how cool it would be for me to actually get to see it. So let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this if you got to see it in person, or what do you think about this being an actual show, an actual tour in 2018, 2019, whenever it would happen. And if you've watched the video up to this point, give it a thumbs up. Love to see a thumbs up there, and hit that subscribe button for more KISS stuff. You're obviously a KISS fan. You've watched this whole thing. You're a nerd like me, you watch KISS videos on YouTube. I do it all day, you do it all day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get the updates, and you know, you'll get the rest of the birthday week stuff as well as more KISS stuff. I have a KISS event planned down the road, so you don't want to miss out on that. And once again, my name's Kimchi Chris. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.